Congratulations! Today, you became the first human being to defeat death. Not old age, not disease, death itself. From this moment on, nothing can end your life. No illness can take you. No accident can stop you. No weapon can destroy you. No matter what happens, you survive. At first, it feels impossible to believe. You check your pulse, you look at your hands, you wait for something to feel different. But nothing changes. You still breathe, you still blink, you still feel human, except for one thing: you'll never die. For a while, it feels like the greatest gift anyone could ever receive. Think about it. No more fear of getting older. No more fear of tomorrow. You have all the time in the world. You can learn every language, read every book ever written, visit every country, master every skill. You can watch history unfold, 1 century at a time. For the first time in human history, time is no longer your enemy. It's yours. And honestly, who wouldn't want that? But every gift has a price, and immortality has the highest price of all. You just can't see it yet. Then decades, then centuries. The people you love begin to grow older. Their faces slowly change. Their voices become quieter. Their steps become slower. But you stay exactly the same. At first, they call it a miracle. Then they start asking questions. How haven't you aged? What's your secret? You smile. You make excuses. You avoid the truth. But eventually, no explanation is enough. The people closest to you begin to notice. Your children grow old. Your grandchildren grow old. And one day, they're gone. You stand beside their graves, looking exactly the same as the day they were born. Then it happens again, and again, and again. You stop counting the funerals, because eventually, there are too many. Everyone you ever loved becomes a memory. Every friendship has an ending. Every family becomes a chapter in history. But your story keeps going. At first, loneliness feels unbearable. Then slowly, it becomes normal. You stop getting attached because you already know how every story ends. Eventually, you stop introducing yourself because everyone you meet will disappear long before you do. The world keeps changing. Cities rise, empires fall, languages evolve, entire civilizations become history. And somehow, you're still here, watching, remembering, outliving everyone. People begin to notice, not because of what you do, but because of what never changes. Your face, your voice, your age. Photographs from 50 years ago look exactly like the person standing in front of them. Rumors begin to spread. Some people call you a miracle, others call you a monster. Soon, they stop seeing you as a person and start seeing you as a mystery. Governments become interested. Scientists want to study you. Doctors want to understand you. Some believe you're the greatest discovery in human history. Others believe you're too dangerous to exist. For the first time, you realize immortality doesn't make you free. It makes you valuable. And anything valuable eventually becomes something people want to control. So you disappear. You change your name. You leave your home. You start over. Again and again. Every few decades, you erase your own life. New city, new identity, new beginning. While the world moves forward, you're forced to keep leaving everything behind. Not because you want to, because you have no other choice. After a while, you stop calling any place home, because every home eventually belongs to someone else. Every photograph fades, every record disappears, every trace of your existence is slowly erased by time, until one day, it feels like you never belong to any century at all. You don't just outlive people, you outlive your own life. Then something even stranger begins to happen. Your memories start to fade. Not yesterday, not last year, but centuries ago. The face of your mother becomes impossible to remember. The sound of your father's voice slowly disappears. The happiest day of your life turns into a feeling without a picture. You realize an immortal mind was never built to carry forever. You try to hold on. You write journals. You build libraries. You record every important moment. But after thousands of years, even those records become impossible to keep. The more you remember, the more you forget. Every new century pushes an older one deeper into the darkness, until one terrifying question enters your mind. If you can no longer remember the people you loved, Did they ever truly exist to you at all? You thought immortality meant you would never lose your life. You never imagined you would slowly lose yourself. Every century takes something from you. A face, a name, a memory, until the person you once were exists only in stories you wrote for yourself. And one day, even those stories stop feeling familiar. You keep living, not because you want to, because you can't stop. The years lose their meaning, then the centuries. Eventually, even time feels invisible. Yesterday, 100 years ago, 1,000 years ago, they all begin to feel exactly the same. Forever is no longer exciting. It's exhausting. One day, you wake up and realize you've seen this feeling before. Not once, not twice, thousands of times. Nothing surprises you anymore. Every conversation feels familiar. Every achievement feels smaller. Every sunrise looks like one you've already watched a million times. The universe hasn't become empty. You have. You search for a reason to keep going. A new goal, a new dream, a new purpose. But eventually, you've done everything. You've climbed every mountain, crossed every ocean, read every book, answered every question you once spent a lifetime chasing. There are no mysteries left, no finish line left to cross. Only more time. Then, one thought quietly enters your mind. A thought you never imagined you'd have. What if death was never the curse? What if it was the escape? For your entire life, you feared the end. Now, it's the only thing you can never have. And for the first time, forever doesn't feel like a gift. It feels like a prison. And that's the greatest irony of all. The one thing every human spends a lifetime trying to avoid becomes the one thing you spend eternity wishing for. Because life was never precious. Because it lasted forever. It was precious. Because one day, it had to end. So if immortality were ever offered to you, would you still accept it? Or would you finally understand that our greatest weakness may have always been our greatest gift? Because perhaps death was never the opposite of life. Perhaps it was the reason life mattered at all. What would you choose, immortality or a life that ends? Let us know in the comments.